Hello students. I am Samantha.
I am Eric.
I am Serena.
I am Nathan. Welcome to Chapter 1 of Book, English for Agribusiness.
Chapter 1. Introduction. General. This book is a reading text of students with English as a second or foreign language. More specifically, this book is intended to students pursuing a study in the field of economics, agricultural economics, sociology, and rural development, and extension services. Therefore, the reading materials are directly related to those aspects, such as sociology, agricultural economics, rural development, management, and demography. This book is designed to assist students to be able to read English texts closely related to their respective of study. It is therefore, students will have more attention because they read material necessary for their own. The book is also complemented with structure problems in very brief discussion. This book provides reading skills in order to help students comprehend this book, such as 1. Language skills. A. Word study exercise. When reader confronts with unfamiliar vocabulary item in a reading passage, readers can use several strategies to understand, or at least, to estimate message of the authors. First, they can continue reading, realizing that, often a single word will not prevent him or her from understanding general meaning of a reading. If further reading does not solve the problem, readers can use one or more of 3 basic skills to arrive at understanding the unfamiliar word.
Vocabulary from context. Guessing the meaning of unfamiliar word from context clues requires the followings. A. Knowledge of the topic of your reading. B. Knowledge of the meaning of other words in the sentence and/or paragraph where the words are located. C. Knowledge of the grammatical structure of the sentences in the word are written. Stems and affixes. Many English words have been formed by combining parts of older English, Greek, Spanish, and Latin words. For instance, the word bicycle is formed from bi, meaning two, and cycle, meaning round, or wheel. Often knowledge of the meaning of these word parts can help reader to guess the meaning of an unfamiliar word. It is therefore, this book provides list of stems and affixes in handy format, so the students could consult or take benefit from it at any time. Dictionary usage. Very often, the meaning of a single word is so essential in order to have the overall meaning. If context clues and word analysis do not provide enough information, it will be necessary to use dictionary. Therefore, students must have good dictionary for improving their skills in reading. B. Sentence study exercise. In order to understand the overall meaning of a paragraph or passage, we should understand the meaning of single sentence. Sentence study exercises provide students with skills in analyzing the structure of sentences to determine relationship of ideas within a sentence. Each chapter will provide various sentences, from easy to more complicated sentences, and then followed by tasks of vocabulary development and comprehension question. This will require students to analyze carefully of the sentence.
2. Reading skills. This book contains wide ranges of reading selections of various topics. These selections provide practical skills in using different reading strategies in order to comprehend the text. They also stimulate students practicing such 3 basic skills. For example, skimming, scanning, and reading comprehension. Skimming. Skimming is quick reading for the general idea of a passage. This kind of rapid reading is appropriate when student is trying to decide whether the reading is desirable or when the time of reading carefully is limited. Scanning. Like skimming, scanning is also quick reading. However, in this case, the search is more focused on one particular aspect. To scan is to read quickly, in order to locate specific information, such as particular date, name, event, location, or number. Reading through comprehension. Reading through comprehension is a careful reading in order to understand the total meaning of the passage. The student is expected to be able to summarize the author's ideas. 3. Grammar skill. Grammar skill is developed through analyzing the text using grammar context. This skill is very important to help student to fully understand the text. Some grammar context include present tense, future tense, past tense, variation of perfect tense, etc. By providing this skill, the student is expected to be able to comprehend standard reading materials at undergraduate level in the field of agricultural economics, rural sociology, agricultural development, demography, as well as resource management. However, the grammar aspect in this book will not be discussed extensively, rather, it merely provides assistance in understanding reading materials comprehensively. It is merely outlined the main grammar context associated with reading materials. For students who need to learn more detail about grammar, it is advised to read more specific book that is widely offered in the bookstores.
Organization of the book. This book has 15 chapters, and is designed in a very structural way, that is, introduction, reading, contextual grammar, writing, and speaking. Introduction will assure the student about the chapter, in brief. Reading materials usually consist of several paragraphs. It is followed by 2 tasks. For example, vocabulary development, where students are provided with key vocabularies, and asked them to interpret the meaning, as well as find the synonym, an opposite meaning, or anonym. The students are also asked to write down their own sentence, using the correspondent key vocabularies. Contextual grammar gives analysis of grammar problems relevant in particular reading. Therefore, students are stimulated to recall the grammar issues, assuming that students have already been exposed with grammar study in his or her previous educations. Writing provides the opportunity for student to exercise his or her ability in writing a sentence of his or her own. It helps student to prepare with more advanced English ability, such as academic writing. Since the book provides learning experiences in each chapter, it is necessary that class is arranged to be conducive for full application of this book. It is advised that 1. Class shall be grouped into small groups, consists of 4 to 5 students of each group. 2. Book or chapter shall be given a week in advance, so that students will have the opportunity to learn first and complete some tasks prior to the class. 3. Teacher shall play more as facilitator, except when necessary, especially when describing problems raised by students.